Greetings, salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and I am back with the next MonoSteel episode here on Pokemon Violet. Um, Last episode we made our way over here to Alfornada City, and we have a gym battle ahead of us. I believe Opal, I think, no, it's not Opal. Opal's the fairy gym leader in Sword and Shield. What is her name? Violet? No. Tulip. That's her name. I was like, it's something vaguely flower sounding. Okay, so she is a psychic type gym leader, which means it is it would behoove us to use mons that are not weak to psychic. And we have our max level is 45. And we are allowed 4 Pokemon for this battle. So Hemi obviously, then she's not technically weak to Psychic because of his Steel typing, but he will take neutral damage to it. Same with a Tim. Their secondary typings are kind of holding them back a little bit. Ballista's always an option just because hazards are nice, but I believe her first Mon is a setup Mon, and I really don't want to deal with that. Again, I never got bronze on these levels. We'll do that eventually. But I think we're just going to do offense here. And it'll be Adrienne, Checkmate, Polarity, and Patina. And then we've still got Ballista, Hemi, Tim, Tremors, and third place there in the box. I don't actually think we have anything else to catch sans a... I mean, if I see a Wild King Gambit, I'll catch it just for the sake, and Bisharp as well, just for the sake of completing the decks. But so we've got her battle. We've got our battle with Grusha, the Ice-type leader. We've got our 2 Team Star raids left, which are Fairy and Fighting. And we have one more Titan. I'm not even a 10th. Alright, so we will be battling Nemona, and of course my rules at start said that we could battle Nemona with whatever we had in our party. However, I didn't realize we were going to battle her here. I should have known, but... So it's I think going to be a 4v4. She leads off with a Lycanroc. We, of course, lead off with our Tinkaton. And she is... Break the mold. She has 4 Mons. She's level 42. Smash it with a hammer! It's amazing how many of our problems that solves. It's all well and good. Levels here, then it sucks, but that's all I can do. Or it is what it is. I got my levels for the gym. And Adrienne is just kind of sweeping right now. Sliggoo. Is your whole team just weak to my Tinkaton? Oh, you have to win. Boom. The fact that we've outsped everything has also been crazy. Sliggoo, I'm not surprised. Sliggoo's just a slug. So yes, her entire team takes super effective damage from But she is going to terrestrialize. Which means Gigaton Hammer. Actually, Gigaton Hammer most of the time is probably a better choice unless it is just straight up resisted. Pretty sure it would have still taken up with it. With Palmont, it was actually quad resisted. Finally something that excuse me. Not very effective. Smash it with a hammer! Oh! A 160 base power crit stab Gigaton Hammer. Can you imagine what is Tinkaton's base attack? It's not terribly high. Which is a good thing. Tinkaton just kind of... It has 75 base attack. It actually has 94 base speed. Beats its second highest stat. That's kind of interesting. So, two things of note. First of all, Gigaton's hammer weighs upwards of 220 pounds according to its Violet Pokedex entry. Second of all, this thing just actively seeks out Corviknight. It knocks rocks into the sky with its hammer aiming for flying Corviknight. So, can you imagine if this thing had huge power? Huge power doubles its attack, which would give it like 150 base attack. So we're going to take this. Spectrum has ESP. Oh my goodness. I just realized that's what was. Shark beak. None of the rest of this is of any use to us right now, so Corviknight list is going to be without. Whew. And if you actually did any of the if you actually went to class. Yes, I realized that she just said ESP, but I don't read through this. Curlia, Gothita, Slowpoke, and then there's my big hammer wielding thing. I've got to remember where the buttons are on a... Just think I'm doing. Not surprised by anything. It's excitement. Very confusing. Come on. Are you gonna do anything besides these two? This is like far and away the dumbest gym test. Like I don't even really know what the point is. You only press it once, you press it several times, you press and hold. You've got to do it more than once. Okie dokie, so what do we do? What do we do? We smash it with a hammer! Oh, love to see it. Love to see it. No. Corellia. You unfortunately cannot be smashed with a hammer. You can use metal claw though. Really, the only thing here at Indie Game that's going to be stopping us is just tight matchup problems. Which we do have a fighting trainer and a ground trainer left. So they will be potentially problematic. But I'm not super worried about Tulip. Grusha, I am not worried about in the least. He's an ice trainer. Ortega will be fine. Hell, one of Ortega's Pokemon is a Wigglytuff. So, that should be pretty easy. Poppy is a Steel-type trainer, so that is just gonna be, you know, rock hard place type situation. Dragon Gym Leader, like, my problem with Dragon Gym Leaders, or with like Dragon Trainers, is they really should make the champion be a Dragon Trainer. Of course, we haven't had that since Lance. And just give them they've got enough now that they could just give them a full team of pseudo legendaries and then really make them difficult. Well, I'd say that. I mean, if it was like, if their team was Dragonite, Salamence, Garchomp, then an Ice Beam kind of just takes it out. Still have its gen, it's Hydreigon. Oh wait, no, Iris was a Dragon type champion. I forgot about her Iris. Yeah. I have something for you. Smash it like Gallagher smashes a melon. So, Skitter Smack versus Brutal Swing. So Brutal Swing lets me hit Psychic types and Ghost types. Skitter Smack lets me hit Dark types, Psychic types, Grass types. We'll take it, sure. Because I want to have 2 Steel type moves because I can't use Gigaton Hammer back to back. Yay, we passed. Alright. Okay, well, first things first. I need... Let's save this down. Can somebody be a little different? Guffy is incredibly bound. Okay. Steel is definitely a slow burn type. It's one. Well, for one, a lot of Steel types evolve really late. Oh, I say a lot there. It's like they're really bad at first, like almost not usable, and then they get really strong at the end. And Steel type is an incredible offensive type. It's an incredible defensive type. It's a counter for fairy types, which a lot of things aren't. So that's cool. You have too much going on, maybe. Okay, as possible. Very, very, very long. faster than it somehow. I think this thing does have speakers. Oh, well. Gardevoir, I have some unfortunate news for you. Hammer! Or just... It just works. You're lucky that you're terrestrializing your Florges, because otherwise... I appreciate I appreciate... Oh, I can't use... You get on here twice now, that's right. I'll skitter smack them. But I appreciate the idea of the terrestrialized Mons, and they're for the most part stuff that makes sense with the trainer. And then they make them the type that they're supposed to be. Like, you know, the first trainer she used a Teddiursa because it's using insects and honey and stuff like that. And then Brassius was the funniest one, having a Sudowoodo that he terrestrialized into a grass type. That's just fun. But I think really the one that tactically worked the best was Ionix, and that's part of the reason why her gym is so strong. And she has really the only tactical terrestrialization of any of the trainers, or any of the gym trainers. Obviously she's got her Mismagius, which has got Levitate. You go through your earthquaking, and then it's like, oh, well, this thing doesn't have as many weaknesses now. You stab charge beams on it, and it's just not best. So I wish they would have had more tactical nice if they had more tactical. Like, I don't know what I would have done for her, for instance, to make it make sense. It might be a psychic type and then you turn it into something else. Like, okay, maybe her Gardevoir is her ace instead, her terrestrialized ace. And she, look here, you little pipsqueak. I'm the superior steel trainer. But yeah, like a Gardevoir, and then terrestrializes into Fairy type instead of Psychic, so that your Dark types that are in there get hit harder and don't do super effective damage. Something like that. Or with, I would actually, Brassius can just keep his, just because it's funny. But yeah, there's the battle. I gotta look and see what the next. Okay, so next is the Glaciato Gym, basically right away. So we could go ahead and go do that. And then after that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and level up everything to 55. The fairy base is technically 50, not 55, but I don't really think it's gonna matter. Or we may do it just right after this. Get all three of them in one go. Is this just gonna be the Adrienne episode? No. You know what I'm gonna do? I think it's about that time. We've had a Magneton for I don't know how long. It's been a while. I think it's time that he gets his final upgrade. We'll take a speed drop, but not a attack drop. Magneton, congratulations, you've been UFOified. Now then, will I be doing this? Will I be doing Grisha's battle with the exact same team? Yes. Again, am I concerned? Not in the slightest. I know what ice type gyms are. They put last in the line because usually you go to the ice areas last. But like, ice Pokemon just are not very good. Part of the reason why doing a mono ice run is going to be a little bit harder. Just because you don't catch him as early. So I like how he doesn't even have a town. He's just at the top of a mountain. There's a Pokemon Center and a gym there. That's it. Which, I don't hate that. I do kind of like the idea of a... I do like the idea of just like a... Okay, your final gym leader is is up on this mountain by himself. You have to go find him. And then you'll battle him up here. And I like the idea of there just being, these, like, just like these individual, like, to me, like Everground City and, I'm sorry, I can't think. I did not know you could catch wild Frostmoth. I really like Frostmoth. And Volcarona. I'm a big fan of the moth Pokemon. So, I'm also a, what has me going? I also like Venomoth. Dustox and Mothim are just kind of okay, but, they're moths. So we get to have Ivergan. Watch, this will be I'll do this and this will be the last okay, I am very much in the way. It's gonna give me a shit ton of coins. Or it'll just give me 60. Okay. There's Leo's up here. I would also like a Pokemon region where the gym leaders have themes, not types. Which, if any of y'all have played Pokemon Insurgence, which is a What we've done, so we did a little bit of Pokemon Insurgence on the channel, I believe. Um, but yeah, the gym leaders in that had themed teams. They weren't necessarily type based. Hmm. And some of it could come. Some of it they could end up having. They still end up with, okay, they are all just one type of Pokemon. Like, okay, we got, oh, this trainer just uses moths, and then his team is Volcarona, Frostmoth, Venomoth. Team of Frost Ice is gonna be too loading. Yeah, his team is Venomoth, Volcarona, Frostmoth, Mothim, and Dustox. Thanks for the ICO. Opponent. Yeah. It's an ice gym, and I've got all steel types. Just a squad of steel types. Yep. With this being our last gym, leave in the comments who you think our toughest uh, challenge, what our toughest challenge going ahead will be. So again, we've got the False Dragon Titan. We've got the fighting Team Star Raid. I'm not counting the fairy because it should be an issue, and we very well will probably do this in this episode. Just get 3 things like that knocked out real fast. The Elite Four, our battle with Penny, our battle with Director Clavel, our battle with Arvin, our final battle with Nimona, and then our battle with Professor Turo. Let's keep, okay. The one nice thing about doing monotype runs in this is you can go get your TMs almost whenever you want, as long as you can reach them. So like, even if you were doing a mono ice and you decide, okay, I want to go find the TM for Ice Beam, just go look for it. Look up where it is, or if just go get it. And then you can have Ice Beam on them on from, right away. You don't have to necessarily wait till you're here. I don't actually know what. I think it gives a speed boost, maybe. So, how would somebody do this if they didn't have a Koraidon, a Miraidon, or a Cyclozar? Because I would assume that's the only way you can do it. And just like push them down the mountain. Okay. We are leaving with Polarity. His team, I believe, is Beartick, Frostmoth, Titan, and Altaria that he terastallizes. I don't know why he has an Altaria. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yellow Rhyme had a Toxicity. Florges makes sense for Tulip because she, her name is Tulip, and that's she's a makeup artist, and Florges is pretty or whatever. Larry had a Star Raptor, which made sense because he ends up becoming a flying trainer in the Elite Four, and plus it's a normal type anyway. Gender ambiguous gym leaders. Who are the others? I don't know, as we've already discussed. I don't really know why she has a Miss Magius specifically. I think it's more the levitate thing. Such a cool Pokemon. It just is not good. Ice Bug is an atrocious typing. Instead of the tail end. Okay, makes sense. They were probably all going to outspeed me anyway. I do not use Magnezone a whole lot. Should have been a little more cautious. Oh wait. I have a flag. Never mind. Who cares? I mean, an icicle crash is probably still gonna hurt, but. That outspeed me now. That's all. That's all I better take. I was really kind of expecting Magnezone to just kind of sweep through like what's his face though? But I guess it's the whole 160 base power stat move thing is its selling point there, and that's why it was doing so much. So how does this thing outspeed me? I outsped the Beartick, but not this. We're gonna use Adrienne last. She's doing a surprising amount of work here. This Iron Head will take out 2 of my mons. Step from his default. kind of nice you're not getting a ton of sightings from Lucario here lately. Sheer Force, Life Orb boosted Iron Effort. This is all fired up. Is it because its clouds look like a scarf? Is that why he's got one? I don't know. It's not melting, more breaking. She'll see the Cryogonal just kind of fly off into space. Oh, he's back. I'm much more interested in the Cryogonal now. I want to see if he flies away again. Ice Spinner. Ortega. Just want to know how many Pokemon Ortega has. That's it. I don't need tips. Okay, so he's got 4 Pokemon, so yeah, we'll probably just leave the team the way it is then. Oh, the Cryogon's flying away again. And he's back. Okay, so what is my time looking like? Do I have time to take on the? Yeah, we're gonna do it. If I can get out of the conversation with these two nincompoops. Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. I mean, like, okay, so I don't know. We've talked about the Masters 8 tournament from the anime, which was the culmination, basically, of all of Ash's journey and everything, and him finally becoming the champion of a real league, not just not the nonsense that he had in, not the Orange Island champion or whatever. But we saw the champions from all the other regions, and they were all pretty much game champions. You had Lance, I think Lance was the Kanto champion, or Lance may have been the Johto. I think Lance was the Johto champion. You had Steven Stone, Cynthia, Diantha, Iris, Ash, Leon, and then Elaine and his Mega Charizard X, who I think was supposed to represent Kanto. Because in the games, it's technically Red is the champion, or Red or your rival, whatever. But like, man, I can't imagine them trying to put Nimona into, not Nimona. Nimona would probably actually fare pretty well. I can't imagine them trying to put Geeta into the Masters 8 tournament. Like, replace her with Elaine, we'll say, just because he's kind of the odd man out. She was just absolutely shredded. Her team is so random is the problem. Why does she have a Go-Goat and an Avalugg? I guess there's the whole, oh, well, she's just using Pokemon that she likes. Okay, well, like better Pokemon, And then she doesn't lead off with her Glamora, which is stupid. Glamora is there to set up hazards. Put it there. Set up hazards. And then she has a King Gambit, which is really good. Okay, cool, fair play. That Pokemon is designed to be at the end of your team and to come in after everything else has fainted. Put it last, not second to last, you dummy. And then I think she's got a Clodsire too, which is cool, but she's got a, you know, there's already a, just because it's worth good XP. But there was the ground trainer already used a she already used a Clodsire. Use something else. But really, it's the Go-Go and the Avalugg that are a problem. If you're going to use Pokemon from that generation, pick something better. Jeez. So that thing's fainted. See, Total Grease. That is definitely a whale reference. I'm gonna put you there. These will be the 4 I take, but mostly because they're leveled up. But jump off. We'll jump off. Move on. Young bastard. Just say, no, I don't want to battle you, I just want to battle these people. Oh, and I've already been here for I think I was looking for raid battles, and so I've already been here this one. Fly. Possibly being overconfident right now. Yes, it's very possible. Am I going to go in anyway? I can not a fairy type. No, it's not. It doesn't become a fairy type until it's the one. His name I don't know. But we'll go for it anyway. Adriana is nearly level 50. But part of the reason why I'm doing this right now with these 4 Mons is to just go ahead and skip over the level 50 jump, and then I can just get everything to level 55. Really what I need to do is see what the levels of the Elite Four are. And 58, 59, 60, so they get up to 61, and then Gita's top is 62. Why can't you all just so I think it's fair to just go ahead and do 60. I'll do 55 for the I'll do 55 for the last Team Starbase and the last Titan. Although I could probably still go do the Titan at this level, it wouldn't hurt anything. But the Team Starbase I need to be max level for. And that's also going to feature Corviknight and Tinkaton fairly heavily. The other Tinkatons here. Let's go take these. Okay, where'd they go? Ooh, perfect. I'll pick up those 2 barrels and... No, take it out. There you go. And then these 2 Florges can be... no problem. Oh look, here. Your brethren. Smack those with the hammer. Okay, 2 more. Yeah, get the extra one. Thank you. All up to the big boss. More beefed up. Alright, well, sir. What beefed up? I'll show you beefed up. Zoomer. One shot. Oh, that was a crit. Level 1. Tinkaton around for the Team Star thingy. No deal. pig. Plus, Magnezone is absolutely putting in some work. The volt switch on this. You sing. Let's switch into a flavor. Nice. But still. Okay, so Revavroom is not. If it were, I would go for Thunderbolt and try attacks. Try and land something on it. Didn't do anything, and plus I could get some cheeky little defense. You just got rid of this. It's not a big deal at all. I don't have priority. I don't think there are any steel type breakers. I don't think mine. Steel's a good enough offensive type. It doesn't need a priority. Steel's that priority move and give it to Sizzle. So if you get Mega Sizzler with this priority stab move, that's what we need. Also, Magnezone just swept him. He's not good. Actually, it sucks in a Pokemon game. It's officially, we're closing in on that T rating. Thank you. One Pokemon. Do him a bit of good because I have players. Okay. Well, that was That was a pretty easy set of 3 battles. I didn't really expect Grusha um, to be the one that caused us the most issues, but he was. Um, I guess it goes to I guess you really shouldn't take the 8th gym leader lightly. His Pokemon are really, honestly, pretty strong. I mean, if he had better ice types, like if he had a Mamoswine and a Weavile and, I don't know. I mean, Frostmoth is just not very good, and Beartick is really not very good. I guess keep him though at the Titan, give him a Mamoswine and whatever I just said, a Weavile. There's way too much exposition going on. Alright. Get me out of this. We'll end this episode. This is we got a lot done today. 2 gyms and a Team Star base, so we've got two major things left. So basically what will happen, like I said, I will go ahead and get... I don't want to be over leveled for the fight against Aerie because that would completely trivialize it. Well, not completely because she'll still hurt, but... Her highest level Mon is 56. So... I will get to... I'll get everything... The 4 Mons I'm going to use, I will get to 56. Which will be Adrian, got 4 Mons. So it'll be Adrian, Corviknight, and I'd really like to use... Probably using Fortress is that I have to have him. I can't have him lead off because I don't want him to get used against the freaking. I don't want to use him in the little battles, but I would like to have the hazards up so that everything takes a little bit more damage. I could go Tinkaton, Bronzong, and Corviknight. We haven't used Bronzong in a while. We do have the TM for Psychic now, so... Also teach Lucario Psychic because I think it gets it, but it's also weak to fighting, so... I will end up... You'll see what the final team is going into the... yeah, Adrian and Checkmate will definitely be there. I don't have... I mean, they're super effective against fighting types, so I don't really have a whole lot of choice. And then we've got... We have really not used Reverfroom yet, and we haven't seen a lot of Tremors, but he'll get used in the Elite Four. Oh, maybe Bronzong, and then I'll just have to pick something. Wish I had enough Gimme Go coins, because Golden Go would be nice. Could use this. Give it a little... We could have 2 Steel Fair. I didn't really expect to use this thing, but... I would get off any Bronzong will be here, I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Y'all will see what it is in the next episode. I will most definitely have a team I'm going to use up to 55. And then maybe a couple others too. And then the final team, and then after that, the final team that we're going to use for the battle against the Elite Four and Nimona and Arvin and Penny and everybody else will be grinded up to level 60. So the next episode we'll do the last two things we have to do. And then it'll be an Elite Four episode. Not necessarily in this order. It'll be an Elite Four episode. And then probably one where we do Arvin, Penny, and Clavel. And then we'll go down to Area 0. So, like 6 more episodes? I think we're closing in. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.